I'm Naomi Libby. I'm with Usborne Books and More, and I'm going to show you 5 fiction and picture books that just came out in our March mid-season releases. Starting with babies and toddlers, we have Riverside Friends. There's another book in this series called Woodland Friends, and it's a great board book. The pages are really light. It's a thick book, but it's actually very light. It's got a great fabric binding, so beautiful, and it's got gorgeous illustrations showing lots of different animals who live on the riverside. With sweet little rhyming text. It's just a really, really nice little story introducing these animals. This is great for babies and toddlers, for your animal lovers. Another great toddler book is Animal Hide and Seek. They just re-released this book to include Poppy and Sam. They are Usborne, they're like the quintessential Usborne characters. We love Poppy and Sam, and now they're in our Animal Hide and Seek book. This book is like the ultimate toddler book. It's got search and find, it's got flaps, it's got touchy-feely, it's amazing. So I'll show you inside. So like this page, there's a flap here. We're gonna find the cow. It's gonna ask you to do that. As with any Stephen Cartwright book, there's a little duck to find on every single page. There's touchy-feely here, there's a flap here. Whoop. There you go. So it's a really sweet story as Poppy and Sam go around and follow their friends around the farm. Another great Usborne character, or actually a Kane Miller character, is the What If Monster. If you're familiar with Jonathan James and the What If Monster, we have 2 new books featuring the monster. This is What If I Know My Feelings, and there's another one in this series called What If I Know Opposites. And we're just going to follow the What If Monster as he talks about what to do with his feelings. So like it says, what if I feel happy? I can smile at others. But what if I feel sad? I can find someone to talk to. So as we know, little kids really struggle sometimes with knowing what to do with their emotions and their feelings. So the What If Monster is going to help them know how to handle their different emotions. Another great picture book that combines picture book and some nonfiction information is called I Do It Like This. This is really, really beautiful, and it follows people and animals as they do different things. Like this is how animals and people move around the world. Or how do you hide? So that page will talk about little kids hiding, but then also how animals use their camouflage. There's another page. How do you keep cool? So we've got the different animals and the children splashing around, enjoying that. So really fun little story, but it has lots of really good information in it as well. The last book I'm going to show you is called The Prince and the Witch and the Thief and the Bears. This is my kids' new favorite book, and I'm not surprised. I love reading it with them. When we read it, they usually ask me to read it again. It is a fantastic story about Jamie and his dad, and Jamie is going to bed, and his dad is going to tell him a bedtime story. They're not reading a story, his dad's going to make one up. So as they go through, Jamie will interject, well, what about this? And what would happen if we did this? Let me find a page for you that shows that. Like Jamie asks, how fierce are the bears? He says the prince goes down the cliff to get away from bears, and Jamie says, well, what about his horse? And his dad says, oh yeah, the horse went too. He carried his horse, he's really strong. So he goes through, there's a witch who turns people into stone or jello, depending on who you're talking to, Jamie or his dad. So it's a really fun, imaginative tale that shows how we can enjoy telling stories, that we can make up our own stories, use our imaginations, and celebrates the time that we spend with our kids reading together. So I hope you found something for your readers from these new fiction and picture books.